Hello there everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. So last time we met Princess Zelda, had her revealed to us that Tetra is who it was, and then we went around and gave our golden feathers and knight's crest to the people who wanted those. Today we are going to go to the Mother and Child Isles to finally get some of this stuff, because we are going to be needing these to actually get to the Earth and Wind Temple. So this is all going to be required stuff that we do today. So just warp over and you'll be inside and immediately get your item that you want. Teehee, tell me, little boy, can you control the wind? He's so young. To have such power, how did he know to find me here? I am the queen of the fairy world. What is the matter, my child? Does that not surprise you, young one? I like you, and so I shall give you new power to the bow that you wield. Powers of fire and ice have been added to your arrows. When you take out your bow, you use ZR to change arrowheads and then fire away. Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice. The fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to. Child, I must tell you, you are just my type. Teehee. I love that look that King of Red Lions gives Link right there. He's just like, really? Do we really need to be doing this right now? Alright, so, yeah, that's it. That's all you gotta do at the Mother and Child Islands. So, we are good to go. We can warp on out of here if you got nothing else you want to do. I'm pretty sure there's, like, literally nothing in here. So, we need to go to the Ice Ring Isle and the Fire Mountain, as this is where we're going to get some more major items. We are getting like 3 major items, or I guess 4 if you want to make the fire and ice arrows 2 separate things. These are all like really short things to do, but you do have to do them in order to do the Earth and Wind Temples. So that's what we're doing today. That's the goal, and I'll probably have enough time today, if I had to guess. So what I'll probably end up doing as well is going to the final great fairies in the game, which will give us our quiver upgrades. We'll go straight from 30 to 99 arrows today, probably. This is the Ice Ring Isle, right? I'm heading the wrong way. I'm going to the private oasis. Ice Ring Isle is this way. My bad. I always seem to end up doing that somehow. So we will just keep going. I need to just look at the compass, but I'm over here like blabbing about stuff to where I kind of forget sometimes. The Ice Ring Island, I think, has the more interesting stuff on it. This is definitely the harder of the two for sure, but that's not really saying much. They really aren't that hard. But it looks like I'm on the perfect side of it, as one of the things I want is this right here. Right before you get up to it, you need to pull out your bow, swap your arrows over to fire, and just shoot into the middle. And that will get rid of all the ice fog around this place for 5 minutes. Yeah, there's a 5-minute timer on this place. It really isn't that bad. I promise. It's not too hard. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot this, and we're going to get a chest. Don't have to shoot it like 10 times like you would in Breath of the Wild. But there we go. There is a treasure chart in this chest. That's why I wanted to get that. So we're going to go ahead and make sure it's opened. So, first treasure chart we've gotten in what feels like a little bit, really. There it is, 36, and that is... I forgot what island that was, actually. I don't think it was Shark Island. But yeah, what you have to do is run around the island a little bit until you find this spot, and then you can start climbing up. And we basically have to deal with some ice physics, which... One, the bloom here and the brightness is a little over-tuned, honestly. But it's kind of funny. This is the only ice spot in the entire game. I think it would have been interesting to have a bit more ice than this. I assume, honestly, that... Oh, wow. I can't believe I didn't fall off. That the fire and ice islands were originally going to be dungeons, because we are getting some major items here, and then they got cut due to time constraints. Because as we know, this game was going to have more dungeons, like the Great Fish Isle one, and, you know, even to this day, people still say they want to see this game re-released or remade, where they add in that cut content. But I mean, Aonuma's said on record that they pretty much ended up reusing those dungeons in a later game, most likely Twilight Princess, maybe some in Skyward Sword. But I do wonder which dungeons were cut from this game and then put into Twilight Princess instead. Maybe like Lakebed Temple or something, I don't know. In here, there is a few keys, by the way. We're going to hopefully try to shoot some of them down, because they're actually, like, really, really annoying in this room. So I'm just going to fire a bunch of arrows until I maybe hit one. I'm going to run out of arrows. Because what usually ends up happening is you slide over here, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to attack you now. And then you get knocked off and fall into the water below. But it doesn't look like that happened here. We'll go ahead and kill this one. I'm probably still not going to be able to hit one, but I'm going to give it a few shots. Yeah, so we'll try to climb up. Oh, there's one. There's the other. We're not going to hit it, so we're just going to go down the slide. You do got to be a little bit careful on this slide here to not fall in, but it's not too bad. And we can grab the first of the two major items today. Or, you know what I mean. All the ones we're getting, I don't know, there's a lot. But we got some iron boots. So heavy you can hardly walk, but the wind can't blow you around. So yeah, iron boots are back from Ocarina of Time, and this is the game that originally remedied the issue of them not being an item. So we can go on ahead, set them to our X button, and this wind can no longer blow us away. So we'll just walk on past and head on outside. We're pretty much done here with the Ice Ring Island, so yeah, like I said, these are going to be some really, really short islands. We can just walk back outside, the timer's gone, everything is all fine and dandy, and I fell into the water. It's kind of funny though, this water doesn't actually damage you or anything, which you would kind of think it would, being ice and all, but nah, it's fine. So, next up is the Fire Mountain, which, as we know, it is a little below Dragon Roost, so we'll be warping back over there next. Although... No, that's the Southern Fairy Island. We've already done that one. I believe we need to do the west and eastern ones. So we'll go over to Dragon Roost. And that's pretty much the same process over there. We shoot an ice arrow to freeze the lava, and then we head inside, we do a short little thing, and then we get an item. Which this item is probably the more important one of the two. I mean, both of them are required to beat the game, but I would say that this one is probably the more helpful one. At least it gets used a bit more. So, yeah, once it actually renders in, we'll see the lava spewing out. Maybe. There we go. And we'll go on ahead and pull out the bow. Swap over to your ice arrows. And take your shot. And all the lava's gone now. Which is pretty cool. I do want to swap back to normal arrows before we get over here. There is going to be a Helmarock, much like Ice Ring Island, you get 5 minutes. Not too shabby. It'd be really cool if I could kill this Helmarock, actually. Hold up. I think I got off a really cool shot on one already. Oh, he's just going to come down here to me already, so even better. We can climb, climb, climb. I think there's also a big octo in this square, so I might do that while I'm here. I'm trying to look around for the seagulls, because the seagulls just don't want to render sometimes. I remember seeing some, like, on the way to the Forest Haven, when I needed to, like, make a cut somewhere. I think it was, like, when I originally needed to go back for the treasure chart up on Dragon Roost. And I saw the seagulls, and I was like, I don't really want to go interact with those right now at this point in the game. So, bye-bye. But I might look around for that for a second before we go talk to the Great Fairies. Yeah, we'll just drop on into the middle here. And this one I think is even easier. All we gotta do is just platform a little bit, which, you know, the game does for us. And then just kill these two things, which we've fought like 10 million of these already, so... same process as usual. Do your parry attack. And you can probably guess, looking at the big stone right next to us, what the item is going to be here. But we'll go ahead and open up this lovely, lovely chest. And there we go, the power bracelets. So we can lift up really, really big things now, like these stone heads, which we've seen a couple of these. There's one on like Stonewatcher Island and one on Outset, and then Link just has the best face when you lift these up. But yeah, we can lift those now and get on out of here, and that's it. That is what we needed to obtain today, which honestly, that took even less time than I thought it was going to. I already knew it wasn't going to take super long to get through all that, but I didn't think it would be that quick. So we are definitely going to be going to, I think this is Eastern, oh, Thorned, Eastern, oh, it's this way, okay. Well, let's look around for the seagulls for just a minute here. I don't want to spend a ton of time looking around for them, but I do remember seeing some fairly close to the tower here. Like, I remember the tower being in view of the seagulls, but I'm not entirely sure. I do not remember where all the big octos are. I will have to find the big octo chart probably. Oh, there it is. Okay. Question is if this is going to be an 8 or a 12-eyed octo. I'm really hoping that this is the other 12-eyed. No, this one seems to be 8. We'll take him down, though. Oh, wow, I somehow got the one on the back there. Awesome. Here goes another eyeball. Come on, buddy. Let me hit you. There you go. And he's dead. Easy peasy. Yeah, I think this one's just gonna give us a bunch of money, but it's good to take it out. Get him out of our sights. And I think that's the Eastern Fairy Island right there, so... because that's Tower of the Gods, so... Eastern Fairy Island is what I want. And then we'll grab this money. Honestly, the money is going to be helpful now that we have a ton of wallets capacity. I'll be able to buy that heart piece and that treasure chart from Beetle pretty soon with all this stuff. But we can sail over to Eastern Fairy Island now. And so the reason we couldn't do these before is you need the skull hammer to do them. The skull hammer is what will be able to pound the little pegs there and open up the fairy fountains. But, you know, now that we have the skull hammer, we can do that. So, it'll be nice and easy to sail over here and open them up. And it looks like we've gotten that letter that I was waiting on. Oh no, we have done Eastern Fairy Island, so let me check Thorn then. Maybe that's the one I haven't gotten. No, I've kept thinking about it as I'm sailing over here. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense that the Thorn one is the one I need to do because the thorns block the fairy fountain, and you would need the hammer to hit the thing that would get rid of the thorns. So I'm like, of course it'd be this one. So we'll head over here, and we are going to read that letter because it is going to be a piece of heart, and that might complete a heart container. I don't remember what we're at, and I don't feel like opening the menu to check. But yeah, there's the pegs over there, so we can go on ahead and deal with this. Is there a grotto on that island? Nah. Letter. One. Oh, we have 2 letters. One's probably from Ariel. Yeah, how have you been, big brother? I'm here on the pirate ship writing this letter. Isn't that neat? First I was really scared, but they're all actually nice. For pirates, I mean. Mr. Gonzo is a really big guy, but ever since Miss Tetra left, he's been crying like a baby. It's kind of funny, but sort of sad too. Nudge is a little strange, but nice too, and as for Senza, his beard makes him look pretty mean, but he tells really cool stories when he gets in the right mood. Zuko's kind of weird, and Mako is pretty quiet. Mako immediately gets mad whenever I try to take his glasses, so I do that a lot, hee. As usual, Nico is always fooling around. He won't take anything serious. Actually, he seems sad to not have you around anymore. Were you guys good friends? I helped them all out with their chores, and they actually paid me a little for it, so I'm sending the money to you. Please use it, big brother. I'll lend you my telescope for a little longer, but you have to return it to me eventually, alright? I'm doing fine here, so don't you worry. I'll take care of myself, so you be sure to take good care of yourself. Good luck. Ariel. And we get a red rupee. Cool. And then we have this other letter. Dear Link, I recently received some golden feathers from my boyfriend, who mentioned you. I'm something of a bird enthusiast, so I know how hard it must have been to get all of these feathers. I want you to be as happy as we are, Link, so I'm sending you this as a token of our affection. Got a piece of hearts. Oh, that's the first one of this heart container. Whoops. Okie doke. I've gone ahead and pound these in. I don't think it has to be in any order. Just press them down, open the fairy fountain, and in we go. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. And there we go. We got our first quiver upgrade. One more fairy fountain left in the game to go to, so I guess that will be our next destination, which is the Western Fairy Island, I do believe. Let's see how far away from a warp point it is before I just go, alright, skipping over to it. I think it's pretty close to Great Fish Isle, so we'll just warp over there and see how it goes. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have the quiver upgrades. I use the bow in this game a lot. It's actually a really helpful item in this game, so I want all of the upgrades for the bow. Where the heck is this one? Oh, it's this way. I just can't see it yet, right? Yeah, we can't see it yet. I could buy one of the things from Beetle while I'm here. I'm gonna hold off on that a little bit longer, I think. Just because I want to have a massive surplus of money. But yeah, once we do this, we're gonna be on Windfall next time, and we're gonna be spending a good chunk of time there doing some longer side quests, so I hope you are ready. Well, I guess one of the side quests doesn't really involve Windfall. But I want to do a lot of them before the Earth Temple, and I think between the Earth and Wind Temple, I'll just do a bunch of, like, miscellaneous things out on the ocean that might be kind of fun to do, like some of the reefs, or taking out the big octos or something. Maybe collecting all of our treasure chart rewards. Well, that's something that might actually be better to do after the Wind Temple, so that we have all the treasure charts from dungeons obtained, but I'm not sure. I haven't really decided yet. And I haven't even decided if I still want to end up getting all the treasure charts or not, because I'm like, I'd really have to look up a decent chunk of them. I don't really want to have to do that, because once I start just like following a checklist of things to do from some sort of guide, it becomes not as fun, really. But last fairy fountain. Of course, we get young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. And there we go, we can carry more arrows now, so that's gonna be nice and helpful. Alright, so now that we're done here, let's warp over to Windfall real quick to end off for today. Because, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to do over at Windfall. King of Red Lions, there you are, buddy. So we will go ahead, pull out the Wind Waker. And warp over. Because, oh, holy crap, how many side quests is there going to be here? There's a lot. I think what I'm going to do is the next part's going to be a bunch of the miscellaneous ones, like a lot of the smaller ones. And then it's going to be 2 pretty lengthy side quests that'll be a whole part on their own after that, so... yeah, I will go on ahead and end this video here. And I will see you guys next time, where we'll be messing around on Windfall Island for a while. Bye-bye.